In the end, this was a simple trial to see how the Reebok Floatzig one would do, and honestly, it turned into a more convoluted experiment than I had really expected. It was a rainy day, and I felt like going out on a run. And what I found about the Reebok Floatzig one, I enjoyed running in it. Like I said, if you're a heel striker, chances are you will. I don't know. It feels like the heel does not have enough support, but if you start moving to the midfoot and forefoot, you'll get the best out of the shoe. Um, Overall, on the day, the outsole material, as I had mentioned, had a film on it. I When I felt it later on, you could feel the film. It did not allow the shoe to perform as well in the wet conditions. Overall, I would say this shoe would probably be in the third or fourth place. Um, First place is the Rebel. As I mentioned, it performed so well in the rain. The thing is, I just don't know about the durability of the outsole rubber and the exposed foam. I know that the fuel cell foam is engineered to be a very durable foam. So even though it may look like it will wear out, it really has a long life in it. Then the next best shoe for me on this day was the Mizuno Neo Wave Ultra. And really, the reason is the outsole grip. It was magnificent. I mean, I cannot say how impressed I am at how the outsole performed. On a wet day and a cold day like this, I found that this shoe kept me warmer than all the other shoes. And also the outsole grip, the midsole foam was bouncy. The Energy midsole was really, really responsive. I enjoyed running in this shoe. I did a lot. And this is not third place in my humble opinion. Between the Mizuno and the Puma, this is 2A and 2B. So in 2B, I will place the Puma Deviate NITRO. It's such a wonderful shoe, very lightweight. In fact, the lightest of all five shoes. The grip is still true to the day that I got it, and the inner plate is not as domineering as one would expect from a shoe with a plate in it. Overall, it performed very well. Only holdback for me was the breathability. It was just too breathable. My feet felt the coldest in this shoe, and there was a little bit of water that got in, but not enough for me to say that it's a bad shoe. It actually did very well under the conditions. And for the last two sneakers, I would say the Reebok Floatzig 1 was a shoe that I would run in before I would run in the InfinityRN 4. And I really think maybe it's just because of how new it is. I also love how lightweight it is. As I mentioned, the RN 4 weighed almost 33% more than the Reebok Floatzig. I like the rebound of the Infinity, but the float zig actually, because as I mentioned, I started shifting to my midfoot. I like the responsiveness of the midfoot foam. If you're a heel striker, you probably would enjoy the Infinity more. But like I said, it's a heavier shoe, so it may feel a little bit like a wedge in the heel. But at the same time, as a bigger runner, that rebound in the heel, whenever I struck with my heel, where while wearing the Infinity, it was not much of a problem. It pushed me back out. I was able to run in it, do pretty good time. This was the slowest shoe for me. Uh, the Reebok actually, I ran pretty fast. I ran faster than the Mizuno and the Puma in the Reebok, but at the same time, um, as I mentioned, I just wish there was a little bit more support and also that I did not feel the slippage that I had felt when I ran in the shoe. I hope this was helpful to somebody. This is where I'll end the video. Thank you very much for watching.